Hello friends, welcome back to Cloud Pedagogy. In today's session, we are going to understand how to interact with AWS using Python SDK. Basically, an SDK can provide pre-written code and libraries that can save developers time and effort in building an application from scratch. Boto3 is the Amazon Web Services software development kit for Python, which allows you Python developers to write software that makes use of services like Amazon S3 and Amazon EC2. In this lab, Python code is used to create and manage users in AWS using IAM with SDK. So imagine that you are an administrator for different projects. Your manager asked to add all team members to have administrator access for the AWS user. For that, again you have asked to run a script to add the users. The code uses the Amazon Web Services, which is SDK for Python, to manage users using these methods of the IAM client class. To start with this lab, you need to complete few prerequisites. You should know how to create a simple EC2 instance in AWS. The second thing is you need to know how to configure the short-term credentials. If you are not sure how to do these things, please check in the description for the lab links to complete the prerequisites. So let's first check if my prerequisites are satisfied or not. If you see here, I have connected to my EC2 instance terminal from AWS console management page. And also you can see I have configured my security credentials as well. The next thing to do is to start with our task. In the task 1, we will install Boto3. In task 2, we will run the SDK program. In task 3, we will verify the AWS console page for the results. So let's start with the task 1. Install Boto3. We have already connected to the Amazon Linux EC2 instance from the console and configured the credentials. Since we are using EC2 connect method, here Python is already pre-installed. To see which version of Python 3 you have installed, open a command prompt and run Python 3 version. The instance already has the Python package. But anyhow, we'll start by updating the package list using the command sudo yum update. Next, use the command to install pip for Python 3. Once the installation is complete, verify the installation by checking the pip version. Finally, it's the time to install our Boto3 package. Enter pip3 install Boto3. Good job! You successfully finished your first task by installing the Boto3. In task 2, we will run our Python script using this Python SDK. Here, our goal is to add a few administrators. Before running our script, we can verify our existing users in the AWS account. Right now, I have only one user account, but we need to add more users with our script. In this Python script, we are creating a list of users and attaching the policies to the users through the SDK Boto3 program. Download Git Python file using wget. You can update and change the script accordingly. Here, I am adding a few more users in the list. In the users list variable, keep the number of users you would like to create in your account. In the policy ARN, attach the policy to each user in the users list variable. You can add any policy here so that it can be attached to the users. You can get the policy ARN number in AWS console, IAM page, policies, select your policy, copy the ARN from the page, copy the ARN in this script. Finally, run the Python script. As you can see here, my script has run successfully and it has returned some JSON specs as well. Good job, you got to know how to run your SDK program as well. In task 3, we will verify the results in the AWS console page. We have created few users in the task 2. It's the time to cross-verify them in the AWS console management page. Go to your AWS console page. In IAM, click users. Now you can see the list of users created through SDK. Before executing the script, we had only one user, but now 3 more users are added from the script. Good job, you have successfully completed the task 3 as well. Congratulations, you have created all administrator users in your AWS root account. In the simplest way, we have created an automation program to create a number of users. Looking forward to seeing you again in my next lab. Until then, take care.